It's Corey with South Shore Roofing and Exteriors. Today we're talking about waterproofing, balcony waterproofing and proof properly, and what the proper applications are for waterproofing. So this house over here, we're in Apollo Beach, and I'll post some pictures, but their balcony was just trashed and very, very dangerous. Second floor balcony, completely rotted out. They had a tile setter come in here and do the waterproofing, and the waterproofing wasn't done correctly, and it wound up rotting out all the framing on here. And so one of the things that's really important when you're doing waterproofing is not only to have a good waterproofing system that's rated for traffic, meaning people can sit on it, you can put decking on it, you can put tile on it, things like that. But the other thing is that, you know, you've got to make sure that you go up the wall. And then what we're doing today is we're taking these sliders out here, and we're going to be wrapping the waterproofing up underneath here, so that if any water gets up in there, that waterproofing will stop it. We've cut out all the stucco and we've waterproofed up the wall. And so what that's going to do is that's going to protect. So typically there's a seam right here, and that's going to protect that. If you don't get up underneath the stucco and you don't get up underneath everything and run the waterproofing up the wall, you could potentially get water up here. We get a lot of rain in Florida. We get a lot of heavy rains in Florida. And so if this isn't done correctly, then you can have some problems. The other thing is on the columns here, as you notice, we've cut out all the stucco, and then we've run up the wall with the waterproofing. So we're protecting all of this seam just to make sure that nothing gets through and nothing gets into the framing or the wood. The other piece of this is when we were doing it, this thing was completely flat, okay? Meaning over time it settled, and the water would actually run and settle up near the house. So what we did was we put a tiny little pitch on it, so now if we get any rain, it'll just wash right out. So we're actually finishing this waterproofing up today, and then we're going to install some Timber Tech coastal decking on here to finish it off. So I'll put some pictures up as well. But again, remember, when you're doing waterproofing, especially on balconies, roofing, you know, all of those things, you need to hire a pro that understands how to waterproof correctly, or else, you know, you could have some real issues.